Miss Haya, please record the session and we have to start. inshallah. Okay. Okay, good luck.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Good afternoon for all. Inshallah, just 2 minutes exactly, then we will start. Assalamu alaikum for all of you. I appreciate all of the trainers. They are attend with me on the time. So inshallah, we will start now. At the beginning, I wanted to produce myself. My name is Hayat Rauna. I am activation supervisor in the Classera Middle East. And inshallah, today we are going to talk about school clinic. Today we are going to know how we can engage with new module or very important module in Classera system. We are talking about how we can start from the idea till we will inshallah transfer and receive the students till we will record all of the medical record in our school clinic. Our vision in Classera, exactly in school clinic, we have to say go green for your job, okay? Because after COVID-19, now no need to a lot of papers, a lot of files, a lot of papers record, okay? Instead of we can do all of this inside one system with Classera, inshallah, system. Now, at the beginning now, I will show you some instructions. I want to say thank you for all of you. If we will keep with all of these instructions in touch. Okay, first remove all of the distractions around you. So I need your focus, because now all of the trainers with me, you are a school admin or a clinic officer, and this is your business. And inshallah, at the end of this session, I hope all of my trainers able to create and start from today, inshallah. Prepare a notebook and pen, write your notes. Write your notes, write any green idea. You will get it with me in the session. And we have time, inshallah, to receive questions and answer it together. Set your mobile on silent mode. Attend on the time and follow up with me. Prepare your coffee, your tea, prepare your power with me. Make sure that you are logged in the correct, with the correct information in the academy, in the Innovation Academy. Check all of the technology around you, the internet, the device, and the speaker. Now, our valuable trainers, please take a moment to fill out the survey. It's not below. I will show you where you will or where you can find it, okay? Your input will help us provide you with the best and the most innovation training possible, inshallah, now. And also, for your information, the filling the survey out, it's required step to obtain the certificate of attendance or the completions, okay? Now, with you, I will go to the Al-Ibda' Academy or the Innovation Academy. I want to share the screen now. Okay, it's sharing actually. Okay, now I will enroll to let you see where you can find the survey. Here now, enroll. Okay. Now you are with me here in the link. It's the direct or the live session. And after this session, you will find here, okay, you will find the survey and the final exam. These two steps, survey and final exam, are required to get the certificate for this training. Okay, now that we back. And for your information, your name in the certificate, it's exactly like your name in the Classera system, okay? So if there is any mistake in the spelling of your name or your family name and you want to correct it in the survey, here just you have to ask the school admin, okay, to correct it from the Classera system, okay? Today, inshallah, we are going to talk about the school clinic. So our items for today, it's introduction about the school clinic, accounts and rules linked to this feature, okay? Because this feature is not just for the school, for the clinic officer. No, they are a lot of rules. They are engaged with me also in this module. And we will talk about some advantages and challenges we face it in this module. And then we will start with the practice training, and at the last of the session, you have time to ask me your question. Now, before we will start, just I need from all of you, because just I wanna to be sure if my voice is clear for all of you, just type number 1 in chat, please. In chat, in the Innovation Academy, please. Okay, thank you for all of you. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. May and Mr. Ahmed. Okay, now let we start here. Now, from this picture, I wanted to ask you some questions. You can see here from these pictures, okay, some of students, okay, and doctors, and in the same time will come back to school. Now, I wanted to say for all of you, this module is important for you when, inshallah, all of the students back to school. But we know now the intermediate and the high school, they are with you and they are go to school from today, okay, from these days. So from this question, just I wanted to ask you how you prepare, okay, as a schools, okay, how you prepare your school with some precautionary measures, okay, during this healthy conditions, okay, precautionary measures, okay. We are till now there is COVID-19, and we know all of the students when they come to the school, they have to do something under the precautions measures, okay, so that if I wanted to ask you in your schools, there's a clinic and you prepare your clinic to do your best during this healthy conditions, okay. Now look here from this picture, you can see in the same time this clinic there are 3 students, and this father, okay, take his son to the school, okay, and we know till now there is COVID-19, and the parent here or the guardian want to follow with the school immediately with any sick condition with your son. So my question is here also from this picture, you can see physical clinic and e-clinic or school clinic, but it's all of the data are in e-clinic, okay, in system. So which one is the best for you? Picture number 1 or picture number 2? If you are a school or a clinic officer, this is number 1 and this is number 2. Which one is the best for you? if all of papers are papers or files, or all of your medical record, it's around of you in files, or if all of these records are in one system. I need your answer. Which one is the best? And again, our vision in Classera with school clinic, it's go green. Go green with your school clinic. Let me read your answers. This question just for school clinic officer, for your doctors and nurses in your school. 2. Thank you a lot. Thank you a lot, Ms. Hanan. Mr. Ahmed. Sroya, Laila. Okay, number 2. Let me back here. Yes. Now, because we are now, all of works are online work, okay? All of record are online record. And for more categorization, okay, we know we can, if we have a perfect system in our school, we can automate all of record in one system, and these records are available for administrators, for parents or guardians, and in the same time for teachers, for for advisor, okay, or social worker. Yani it's good, or it's easy for us. So that today we are going to talk about this mind map. It's mind map. How we can start from the beginning to add our clinic, then add clinic officer, then link this clinic officer with the clinic. After that, we will talk about how we can add, view, or edit the diseases, okay, or medications, or inoculations, or medical records, and we will talk about diagnosis, or we will talk about after that about the transfer request and who can add it and who can receive it, and how we can follow with the clinic transfer request in the school clinic in Classera. Now, this picture, it's from the system. Here, clinic transfer request, and you can see from here one student and in which grade this student, and who is sender this student, and then we will talk about some actions we can do it with any transfer in the system. Now, let me talk about some advantages in the school clinic in the Classera system. Number 1, full follow up by the guardian of the student's sick conditions. Okay, because we will see together now how the guardian from the guardian users, how can follow up the student's conditions or student any diagnosis for this student, it's immediately. So this is one of the most advantages in this feature. Then the ability to import medical report from an Excel file. I will show you how can the school clinic export any of medical report want to use it, okay, in the system, and how they can export it via Excel file from the system. Now, number 3, keep the medical report to follow up on the student's condition inside the school. Then it's very easy reference to the sick data when the school clinic examinations any sick student. There is a very easy reference just by name or by username, by ID number. I can know all of the reference for this student and all of the back or the CV of the sick data in the system. Number 5, that student advisor, or we can call it also the social worker in the school, was able to review the student's medical file in addition to the behaviors and absence in the system, which it's easy to analyze the student's condition. And this feature, it's very nice, or it's amazing, because we can connect between the school canteen system with the school clinic in Classera system. It means I am, as a doctor or as a clinic officer, I can add my information. I can accept or allow or don't allow for any student to buy from the school canteen, depend on his or her sick condition, okay? Now, some challenges also you can face it with this feature. It's number 1, maybe there's some school clinic, there's no computer inside it. So here the doctor or the clinic officer has to prepare or bring any PC or computer to use it also inside the clinic in the school. Number 2, it's not possible to add any permission of the clinic officer user in the system. How? For example, if you want to add permission to the advisor or healthy advisor or any teacher in your school, and you want to give them permission as a clinic officer, actually till now it's not possible in the system. You have to add him or her with let me say it as a fake number or fake ID to add them in the system, and the school clinic officer here has to use this user or this account to engage with the clinic, with the school clinic, okay? And number 3, the guardian was unable to respond directly with the clinic officer when sending any diagnosis or which leads to let this guardian contact by phone, okay? So here also it's one challenges, okay? And also finally the burden of the filling the students' data in the medical report for some users. Now, let we start with the practice training in the system. Now, we said before, step number 1 to start with this module or with this feature, it's from create the clinic. Okay, who can create this clinic? Who can start with the step number 1 to activate this module? Actually, step number 1 to activate this feature, it's from the school admin. So who can add the school clinic? Here, just the school admin can add it in the system. Now, this is the main page of the school admin. That we go down here. Now, school admin. Now, look, they are in the school admin page. They are some services on some steps the school admin can engage with them. But step number 1 here, it's clinic. So number 1 here, the school admin has to start with the clinics. Yeah, okay. Now let we start. Look, now in this page, there are some buttons. I wanted to talk about it. Add a clinic, link clinic officer, medical record, and then clinics officer. Clinics, we are here, diseases, and medication and inoculation here. Now, step number 1 here, it's add a clinic. Now, if in the school there are more one stages, okay, like primary and intermediate, high school, KGs, it's allowed to create clinic in each school or in each stage, or we can add one clinic or create one clinic for all of these schools. And after that, when we will add the clinic officer, we will give the clinic officer the access in all of these stages, okay, or in all of these schools. So that let we start now. Name, I will call it here. It's the powerful clinic, because this clinic, I want to use it for all of the stages in one time. I don't want to, if it's a small school and I don't want to create one clinic for each stage or for each school. I need just one clinic here, so that I want to call it the powerful clinic, or you can call it like your school name. For example, if your school is the Al-Majd, Fahad, Zahra, Husan, and I'm talking about the name of all of the trainers with me now, so that you can call that, you can write the title of your clinic depend on your school name, or if you want to put any shortcut for the clinic name here. Okay, description, write the description here. I want to write this clinic for primary and intermediate and high school stages. Okay, now maximum number of clinic and transfer requests. Actually, this option, it's not required to fill it, but if you want to add, I'm talking about now the big schools, okay? Maybe in one stage, they are more than 1,000 students. So here, I want to add not one clinic for this stage, I want to add more than, and it's allowing our system. You can add unlimited number of clinic in one school, so that I want to put limit or maximum number of students the doctor can receive them in one time or in one day. Here I can write, for example, 10, 20, and whatever. But if I don't want, I want to put it open, no need, so that I will keep it empty. Now, I said here, this is school. I want to use it in the primary and intermediate and high school once, so that I will choose, this is the first school that we say it's a primary, here secondary, okay, or high school, and middle or intermediate school. Then save. So I'm a school admin. I did number 1. Here we can see this clinic in all of the schools. I added them before when I add this clinic. Now, step number 2. Till now we are talking about the steps. Here the school admin has to do it. Did we start? Clinic officer. I want to add the clinic officer now. Add clinic officer. Now the government ID, here you have to fill it. But like I said before, if this school clinic officer is advisor or teacher, you have to write, okay, any fake number, add them here, because it's not allowed to add any permission for the school officer, clinic officer, okay? Now, name, doctor. This is the first name. I want to write doctor. And the last name, Dr. Haya. Okay. Now, what else? What's the gender of this doctor? Female. Then before I added the clinic for more than one school. And also I want to give permission for this clinic officer also for more than one school. So that this is number 1 and 2 and 3, okay? They are together, okay? Then save. Now I have finished. I add the doctor now. Now, also for your information as a school admin, in one school, you can add more than one clinic. Look, till now I have 3 clinics in my school. Okay, what else? Also, I can add more than one clinic officer. Also, I have 3 clinic officers. Now, the very important step, you have to do it after number 1, you add or create the clinic. Then you create account for the clinic officer. Now, this is the very important step. Link clinic officers. Now you have to link the clinic with the clinic officer. Okay, which one we will work about? Okay, it's this one, the powerful clinic. Now, okay, I need to connect here. Dr. Haya, then save. Okay, maybe also I want to connect another clinic officer in this clinic. Can I? Yes, you can. Just link clinic officer, then again choose the same powerful clinic and another doctor. Now, if I want to unlink any doctor with this clinic, here, can I do it? Yes, you can. Just go, for example, for this clinic, from this smaller row, go to the clinic officer, then just unlink the doctor from here. Okay, again, now you can add more than one clinic, you can add more than clinic officer, and you can link more than one clinic officer with one clinic. Please be focused with me because actually I am give you some answers for the final exam. Okay, now my clinic is ready, and inshallah my clinic officer also inshallah will be ready with us. Now let me talk about some actions can the school admin do it. Okay, let we go to the medical record. Now, always at the beginning of any year, the administration department always ask the guardian and the students to fill up the medical report, and we need a medical report, okay, or record to show us if this student has a disease or no, or any allergy with any medicine or anything. And after that, the school clinic officer has to put all of these medical records in files, and they have to title every file with the ID number, the name of the student, in which school, in which exactly stage, and after that, in which level, in which section. Because if there is any students come for me in the clinic, before I have to, before give these students and medicine, I have, as a clinic officer, I have to open and read and see all of the details about the sick condition before I start with any action with this student. So I need time to do all of this. I need time to add a medical report at the beginning of the year. I need time to follow up the students when the students come for me in the clinic, so that I am, as a clinic officer, if everything is ready in the system, just using the ID number of the student, I can see the diagnosis, I can see the medical report, I can see any previous visit for me in the clinic. Okay, now from the school admin here in the medical report or medical record, what he or she can do. Okay, we can see from here the school admin can add a clinic transfer request. Okay, and can, that we open up first, clinic transfer request. This is a clinic transfer request. Okay, the school admin from here can make a request to transfer a sick student to the clinic. So we will do it together. Who can do this step also? Who can transfer request to the clinic? Okay, if I want to ask you, who can do it? Okay, I will hear Linda student. For which clinic exactly? I want to ask the powerful clinic to receive it. Then, for example, I want to write here, she has high fever. Okay, then save. So the school admin can add a clinic request till now. Okay, that we back here. We are in the medical report. I will click on now here, diagnosis. Here are some diagnosis lists that the school clinic add them before. Okay, now my question, can the school admin add any diagnosis list here? No, just can view the diagnosis that added from the school clinic. Okay, now let we back again to the diagnosis here list. I will back to the medical report or records. Okay, so till now we are talking just about the school admin. You will add a clinic, you will add a clinic officer, you will link between the clinic officer and the clinic. You have a permission to make a request to any student, okay? And you can view just the diagnosis. What else here, let we click on here diseases. You can see in your schools and all of the schools from the system automatically we added some diseases in the system. Okay, around 48 diseases in the system. You can see them here. Now, if you want to add any new disease, okay, as a school admin, you can do it. Just add diseases here, then add the title of the disease in English and in Arabic. Okay, now COVID-19 Arabic. Okay, actually we know if there is any student has corona or COVID-19 cannot go to the school, but it's example. Okay, so the school admin can add any diseases in the diseases list. Okay, here where we can see it, it's here. Okay, there is anemia, sun allergy, skin and bleeding, and many types of diseases. You can find it, and also you can add what you want. Now, this list, medications here, you can find all of the allow medicines in the schools can use it. Okay, plaster, Meebo, Fifadol, and whatever. And for you, as a school admin, you can add any allow medicines you want to add it in your school. And the last list, it's inoculations here. Okay, yes. Now, for each student, we know there is a book. It's just for inoculations here. The students has to take it before the school or in the school, like now the COVID-19 one. Okay, so you can add them here as a school admin to let the school clinic use it in the system. Okay, now let we go together to enter to the clinic officer to start with the clinic officer account now. Let we start now here. I will enter. Now, for all of your clinic officer here, you can, or you know, if you want to enter to the Classera, you have to enter from me.classera.com. Then the school admin will give you your username and your password. You will use it, or you will use it to log in the system. But now for me, I will enter as the user. Now see here, this is the interface. Now for the first time when you will log into the system here as a school officer, you have to write your mobile number and your email, and you have to upload it as a detail, because in case if you forget your password, your username, you have a reference, you can receive your ID in it. This is for the first time just. Now look, this is the main page of the clinic officer. Let we talk about some actions or some works. We can see it in the main page. You can see what you can find in the first page, the clinic transfer request. This is the home page. You can see it in the home page because this is the very important or the first action you have to start with it as a clinic officer. Now, this icon, we cannot see it in the system, just in the clinic officer user, on, off. It's very nice feature here. Why? It's exactly like the red color. You can see it in the front of the doctor door. Okay, it's like if it's red, there is someone inside the clinic. If it's on, I am available. I can receive any transfer request. Or, for example, if there are two clinic officers for one school clinic and one of them in vacation or in day off. So I don't want from anybody to send any transfer request from students for me because I am not allowed. I am not here. I am in day off. So I have to make this bottom off. Here it means there is nobody can send any transfer request for me because I am not available. Okay, so there are many cases to use it, and you cannot see it in other accounts. It's just in the clinic officer. Now, home page mailbox here. Let we talk about mailbox here. Okay, I will click on inbox. In this service, you are as a clinic officer, doctor, nurse, okay, you can compose or receive messages from students, messages from parents, messages from, or you can send also for other users. Okay, if we wanted to send a message, let we click here in compose. Then maybe you have a poster or you have any healthy condition you want to send it to the students or guardians, okay, or you want to aware others about the healthy condition and you want to type it here inside the Classera. First, choose your school you want to cite it, then the subject or the title that we write. It's healthy conditions, okay. Then to home, I want to write it to the students, okay. Now for all of the students in the school, so I will select all, okay. Then I want to write it again, the same message for all of the guardian in the school and also for, I want to write it to the school admin or the manager or the advisor here, okay. Now, here in this text box, you can type your email, okay, any email you want to type it, or if you have a poster you want to send it, it's ready poster picture in your PC, here you can also upload it here. Just click on this icon, image, then go to the upload, choose a file here. For example, this one, I want to send it After you choose a file, please don't forget you have to send it to the server. Then, okay, I want to send this poster for them. Then send. Or any link from the YouTube, any link videos, okay, and whatever. Now, here you can also read any inbox messages or sent messages if you want to check, okay, about them. Here it's sent messages. I sent this message for 17 user. Okay, this is the title of it and the date and etc. Okay. Now, also you can see what? Student list. Now, from the student list, you have some action to do it. Here, it's view. It's student information, okay? Any information about the students. Here you can see this student in which section, in which level, and the phone number. Actually, if this phone number for parent, if you want to contact with parent, okay, and whatever. Okay, and also from the student list, you can look for this icon here and here. The second one that we click on here, you can here add a medical record individually for one by one. Now, for your information, as a clinic officer, you can add a medical record individually. Okay, it's allowed. But also, I will show you how you can export or upload all of the medical reports by Excel file, okay, in one step. So that if you want to add any, or if you want to also, yes, if you want to add any medical report or medical record for any student, click on here in the second icon. Look here. Here it's the medical record for, it's already, this student already have a medical record that we click on here. Look, now I can add individually or manually for one by one. Now, for example, this is student, it's Haya student. Look, the last one, student Haya. I click on here in the second icon. Now, which type of blood? It's A plus. Now, does the student ever had one of the following diseases? Okay, if yes, make it on. Then the drop list here, it's the diseases that I showed for you before from the school admin system. Okay, now for example, we added before what? COVID-19. So I will write, look, COVID-19. Maybe also she has, okay, fever. Okay, what else? Does the student has any chronic here? Yeah, on. Does the student complete the basic inoculations? Okay, yes. All of them, you can upload them or add them before from the school admin, okay? And you can just choose. You can choose all of them here. When I say it, if all of them. Okay, now write the height, the weight, the mass, the body status here, the left or right eye, all of the medical record you can add it here. Okay, what else? The skin status here, the hair. Does a family member suffered from any of the following diseases? Okay, here you can use it actually in this time. If one of the parents has, for example, COVID-19, you can put it from now here. Okay, and a lot of record or medical record, you can add it from here. Then save. Now, it means here from the student list, you can add the medical report individually for one by one. But for this school, it's a demo school, so that just I have 60 students in it. But in another schools, no, you have more than 500, around in some schools 1,000. So yani, it's very difficult if I have to add one by one here. So let we go here to the medical record. Now here, these are just the two students I added the medical reports for them before. But if I wanna to import medical report for them via Excel sheet, it's allowed. Click on here. Then you have to download this Excel sheet in your PC. Then you have to fill up this Excel sheet, then upload it again here. Now, what's the information I have to add them here? This is one example. Now, the very important column you have to add it here, it's the number. Number here, it's the government number or government ID number, okay? From where you can find it here, you can actually take it from the system, from the school admin, or go here to the student, then student list, okay? This is the number column. You can just copy, then paste it in this Excel sheet. Okay. After that, you can add all of the medical record for all of the students in one Excel sheet. Okay. All of the columns here, it's for blood, the same. High, mass, left and right eye, and what else here? Also, if the students make any surgery before, the date of the surgery, any medicine this student take it, and any note you want to write it here. Okay, so in one Excel sheet, you can fill all of your medical report for all of the students. Now, there is no column for the name of the students because our reference in this Excel sheet, it's this column, the number column. Now, if you as a clinic officer, you don't have anyone from this information, okay, please don't delete this column. No, keep it empty. Okay, for example, I wanted to write my medical report for this student. Okay, this is the ID number. Then I don't know the blood type, so keep it empty. Go write the height, the indications here, the weight, the mass. I don't know, I don't want to write my record for the eyes, so keep them empty. Okay, mine, keep it empty, so that I will show you here in the system. Look, when we click on here in the import medical report, here it's right. If you don't have any certain information, just keep the column blank, okay? Don't add or delete any columns. Okay, after that, after you finish and you save it, now you want to upload it here. Just click on here. Okay, this one. Now, maybe I am working for all of the students in this group of the school. So I want to upload it for all of them now, then submit. Okay, that's all for the medical report. So the medical report or the medical record that you want to add it in the system, no need to add it individually or one by one, and it's allowed if you want to add it manually for one by one, but also you have just this feature from medical report. Click on here, then go to the add or import medical report from Excel sheet to add all of the medical records by once. Okay, now that's all for the medical records. Now diagnosis here. Yalla, click on diagnosis here. You can see from here you have the diagnosis you added before. Okay, or if you want to add any diagnosis now for any school, for okay, this student in which level, section, which one, okay, then add your diagnosis here. Okay, I am from clinic, and this diagnosis, okay, you can send it as SMS to the student's guardian, independent on if your school has a charge in SMS, okay, so that you can just choose which one from this template you want to use it, then submit and add it. Now, in diagnosis as a school clinic, you can write what's the complaint here, and you can write the temperature after you diagnose the student, or the pressure and the pulse, okay, the breath speed, and if there is any things you want to add it about these details. Then diagnosis category, maybe this students come for me because this student has headache, okay, so that choose here the diagnosis category, then the description, and if I have any note I want to parent to see it, then if I don't want to send SMS, okay, just I want to let the father or the guardian, okay, see it from the system, I will click on here. Okay, Now this is the first diagnosis. Okay, I added. Now let's way back to the home page. All we talked about it before till now about this list, students and medical report and diagnosis here, and also the diseases and medicals, because it's the same like in the school admin. It's the same. If you want to add your diseases, you can add, and also if you want to edit, if there is any mistakes in the English description and you want to edit it or you want to delete it, you can from here. You can as a school admin and you can as the clinic officer. And it's the same with medication and inoculation. It's the same. Okay. You can add and you can edit or delete any item from this. Now, let's way back to the home. Now, the school admin before sent a transfer request for me. This is student. She's the school admin sent it for me. What I can do here, okay? Let we go here. Look, I have two action. The I and here the medical, okay, record if I want to see it before I will start with my action. Now I'm as a doctor, I receive this student, and in the same time before the student come for me from his or her class, I know I am waiting for this student, so that I will click on the eye icon. Then let we see what we can see here. These three button. First one, approve a transfer request. Okay, I approve it. And now I will start to add my diagnosis for this student. Okay, and look from the details, I can know she has a high fever. Okay, but if I am, sorry, if I cannot approve this transfer request because I'm busy and I want to let the school admin transfer him or her to another one, I can reject, okay, this transfer request. But if I want to say to the person who sent this request for me, and until now the student didn't come, I can click on here. Now let we approve transfer request. Now when I click on approve, it means I am ready now. I have to start with my diagnosis with this student. Okay. Now let we start from here. The complaint is here. Okay, what is this complaint? It's high fever. Temperature. Okay, I'm start to measure the temperature from this student. It's 39.8. It's high fever. Okay, what else? I measure the pressure. It's 120 over, for example, 80. It's normal. And pulse and breathe. Okay, now here the list of the diagnosis I added before. I can choose any one from these. Now the common diseases in the schools, it's what? Headache, it's bleeding, it's maybe broken in leg or in hand or whatever, so that I can, or pain in ankle. Okay, so I will choose this one, fever. Okay, now I gave this student Fifadol. Okay, tabs or syrup. Okay, which one for them? Tabs, or maybe also I do another things for. Okay, that's all. Now, do you need to send SMS to the student's guardian? Okay, if yes, it's okay. But if in the school there is no SMS charge, so we don't need, then submit. No message has been sent because of no template specific for SMS. Okay, now if I want to edit my diagnosis, I can click on edit. Then edit your diagnosis here, then save. Okay, now what else? If I want to see this diagnosis, it's view diagnosis from here. Look, you can read it from here, and in the same time, you can make a copy from this PDF. Now, for your information, this PDF will appear in the same way also to the Guardian. Okay, the name of the clinic, and also look, the name of the doctor and the number phone of the doctor. Okay, and what's the complaint, and here all of the diagnosis I added. Okay, it's very nice actually. It's like the doctor, just print it out, then sign on it. Okay, let's be back again to the home. That's all for the clinic officer. I want to talk about it. Okay, we talk about how we can add the medical report, and we can add the diagnosis when we receive any transfer request, and also if we want to add any diseases, medicines in the system, or we want to edit or delete one of them. Now, the last very important service in the clinic account, it's the purchase report. Let we click on here. What you can do here, I said before, one of the very important advantages in the system with when you will activate the school clinic, it's connect between the canteen and the clinic, the school clinic. For example, here, all of the student list will show here. Then you can block any items. Maybe you know this student has allergy from any things from the milk product, okay, or the dairy product. Tamam? If this student has allergy from the dairy product, I don't want to allow to this student to buy it from the canteen. And in the same time, I want to make note or add note in the canteen system. It means here I have as a school also activate the canteen, the school canteen from the system. So I can block this item from here. Okay, now that's all for the clinic officer. If you have any question, I will back to your question in the system here. Please, if you have any question, type your question in the chat, because we will start now with other account or other users, because we said before, one of the advantages to activate the school clinic in your school, you can let more than one person is allowed to, for example, send a transfer student. Okay, if there's any question, please type it here. Miss Layla, can I submit more than one request from several stages at the same time to the same clinic? If you ask me here, as I think you are here, okay. I think here you are a clinic officer, okay? If your question is as a clinic officer, you can approve more than one student in the same time? No, because here in the transfer, let's be back here, in the clinic transfer request, you have just one option to receive one by one, because it's exactly like when we go to the hospital, when we go to the doctor, we cannot all of us enter together, okay, to the clinic. No, also we have to enter to the doctor one by one. So it's the same here in your account as a clinic officer. No, there's no option to approve or accept all of them, because actually the first step is here, approve the student, then you have to add your diagnosis. Okay, now thank you for you, Sarah. Is the clinic module activate in application Classera? Actually, if you want to use iPad, okay, as a clinic officer, or iPad or mobile, no, you have to open your account with web, okay, with browser, not with application. Do we enter manually? What's your question? What you want to enter here? Is it allow for the guardian's account to add the student? Okay, very nice question, Miss Layla. Now, together, we will enter to the guardian account. Then I will ask you this question again, because this question is one from the final exam. Okay, now, no more question. Let we back to the system and let we enter to the guardian. Here, let we go to the guardian account. This is guardian account. Now, this is the guardian of Linda student that we sent it before she has fever. Now, let we go here to the clinic, here, school clinic. Now, in the guardian account, there are 3 tabs. Can the guardian engage with them? Medical report, clinic transfer request, and the diagnosis. Let we start with number 1, medical record. Now, from the medical record here, I want to ask you, Ms. Layla. I think, yeah, Ms. Layla Khattab. Now, is it allowed for the guardian's account to add the student's medical record? Please, I will wait your answer, Ms. Layla. I will show you the guardian. Look, this is the guardian account. Now my question is it allowed? Look here, is it allowed or no? I will back to the chat here. I need your question, your answer. Okay. Layla, Is it allowed or no? I will help you again. This is the Guardian account. In the Guardian account, there are 3 types of actions. Can the Guardian do it? Medical report, okay? Add medical record. So, yes, it is. Okay, now this is my daughter. I can choose the type of blood from here and the diseases if لا سمح الله she has any disease. Okay, and also her height, weight, mass, and everything I want to add it. If she made any surgery before, then save. And actually, this student already have a medical record because the clinic officer added before. Okay, let we back again to the clinic, then here. Now, yes, as a guardian, you can add. What else you can do in the medical report as a guardian? From the guardian account, you can edit it. Now, I tried before to add, actually there is one. So I can edit here. Okay. I want to edit anything from here. Then add all the information you can or you want to add it here. Then save it. So this action, so till now, who can add the medical record, add the medical record? Till now, just the school clinic, no, clinic officer and guardian. Now, clinic transfer request. Now, my question for all of you, can the guardian make a clinic transfer request in the system? No, because actually the guardian is not at the school. The guardian cannot know if there is any sick condition or anything's happen with the students. Okay, now diagnosis. So what the action here can do it? Can view the diagnosis from here. Okay, let we go to the diagnosis from here. Okay, then this is the action. As a guardian, I can preview it. Okay, I can read, I can do what I want. Okay, then let we go to the home. Then again, we will go to the school clinic. Then let we go to the diagnosis here. Now, this is the diagnosis that the doctor added before. Click on action. Then you can also view it from here. That's all for the guardian. Okay, for the guardian account. Now, look, before from the doctor account sent a message for all of them. So it means I am as a guardian, I can compose or I can replay to contact with this doctor, okay, inside the Classera, okay, where inside the Classera from here. So I can contact with the doctor or the clinic officer from the system, from the SMS. Now that's all for the guardian account. Now let's we back to talk about the advisor account, we will go now together inside any advisor account to show you some difference between school admin. Now we said before, all of the school admins, they can send the transfer request, they can add a diagnosis or medication, okay, but cannot add medical records. Now let we go and enter in advisor account to let you as advisor also some action can engage it with the school clinic. During this time, I will back again to your question here. Now, thank you, Ms. Layla. Now, please, can you repeat rule in the school admin? Okay. Miss Noura, actually, this session is recorded, and after the session, we will upload it in the Innovation Academy. Okay, you can back again and just watch the first around 15 minutes to see the what is the action with the school admin can do it. Okay, Mr. Henry, welcome, Mr. Henry. Can the doctor give the student sleeping pill if they are too busy? Actually, yes, the doctor can. Actually, till now we are talking about physical clinic. It means in this time, the student with the doctor in the clinic. So yes, they can, and they can add it in the diagnosis list and can contact with the guardian or with the advisor to let the advisor know this action. Okay, now what else? Health advisor and parent. Now now health advisor in some school we called it health advisor, and in the same time we called it clinic officer because they are the same. Or you can give them just advisor account. Now, let's we back to the advisor account. Now to all of us here, we will know from the advisor account what the advisor can do, some actions for the transfer. Now, here, advisor. Now this is advisor account. Together, let we go to the clinic, school clinic, then click on the medical record. Also here, the advisor can add the medical record. Till now, guardian, school admin, advisor can add the medical record. They can add it here one by one for the students. Okay, what else? Also here, the advisor can make a clinic transfer request. Okay, and also here, the advisor from the advisor's job, they have to follow with all of the sick information for the student, so they can see from this list all of the actions here and preview or view the diagnosis also. Now, together, I will show for all of you some rules and some action for each rule in the system here can do it. Okay, now let we back together to our presentation here, and you can find this presentation in the Innovation Academy. Now, the medication and the transfer request, diagnosis, and the medical report. Now, the school admin, okay, and the clinic officer just can add the medication in the system. Other accounts, they cannot add the medication in the system. Now, who can add the transfer request? We said before, school admin and advisor, and also floor supervisor, and also manager. Other here, clinic officer or manager or guardian, they can just view this transfer request. Now, diagnosis here, who can add it? Just the clinic officer, because the clinic officer who is the responsible to add it and who is the responsible to know what is the exact diagnosis will add it. Okay, medical report, who can add it? Clinic officer, okay, and also guardian and advisor, okay? Now, this mind map or this table, you can find it in the innovation here, in the innovation, in the same course here. Just go to the course, click on the course, then you can see the presentation here, and it's like a reference for you. Now, till now, we have finished all of the items of our session for today. If you have any question, please type it in the chat. We have 5 minutes to receive your question. And please, again, now you have to receive the certificate for this session. After the session, exactly at 6 o'clock, you will receive an exam. This exam is the final exam. If you will answer 20 questions, okay, and also you have to fill this training survey, please. Just click on the survey and start and fill up this survey, okay? And that's all for today. And please, if you have any question, please type it in the chat. I think till now, okay, Mr. Hina, I know you are joking, okay? You want to let the students sleep in the clinic. Okay, if there is any question, please type it in the chat. Okay, now for this question, where the exam will be sent, here in this academy, go to your courses, then click on in the school clinic. Here now, first step, you have to fill this training survey, and exactly at 6 o'clock, after 20 minutes, you will find here an exam. Also, click on the exam, do it, and with my best wishes for all of you. If there's any more question, please type them for me. You are welcome, Mr. Ahmed. Thank you for all, and And now I wanted to say, and I wanted to appreciate all of you for your effort and for your time. And Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.